Tuesday, the 9th day of February, because it's time for another Hardison's tip. I'm your host, Brandon Hardison, as we take our fellow salespeople down the road with some good information, whether it's key account, major account, up and down the street, in home sales, retail sales, or automotive sales. So you're trying to get dressed. Let's get to it. We're picking up from our last video where we talked about how to sell more automotive vehicles at your workplace. So, continuing on, we need to learn more about the products. You may be a people person, and that is great. Talking to potential customers will break down some bond and rapport. But eventually, you have to get back to why they were there. People like, trust, and respect their salesperson, then they will begin to listen. Many salespeople get caught up at the beginning, the welcome, the asking the questions, taking those questions related to a vehicle and a featured benefit walk around. They mess up at the beginning. So at some point, the customer, even if you are friendly, will want to know more about the vehicle's features. And you should be able to give them the answer without hesitation. Knowing the product inside and out will build confidence in the buyer. It can also help you better recommend a vehicle to a potential buyer based on their individual features that they're looking for. If you happen to drive one of the same vehicles you're selling, use this to point to your advantage. Here's the thing that we need to be looking at: politely telling the customers that you're unsure, but you will get the right information for them. Customers appreciate that more than lying or not getting back to them at all about the question you said you were going to get back to. Learn more about your industry and what's selling. By doing this, it shows that you're a professional. You know how to go from hearing their pain or the overcoming of that solution and finding ways with your team members, the financial team, and also the newer used team, because maybe the solution is a certified pre-owned versus a new car. Share information about incentives. Tell your potential customers about any current deals that the manufacturer is throwing out to the consumer. By doing this, you will find more ways of matching people. People love sales incentives, so use them to your advantage. Create a referral program to sell more cars. If you do all the steps right with a guest by selling value, nothing wrong about asking for a referral or whatever creative way you want to do it. Some dealerships are using online referral programs with success. You send an email out with an invitation to join a rewards program, and often the prizes are vetted referrals back to them. And don't be pushy. One of the biggest turnoffs for customers is having this aggressive salesperson. Buying a vehicle is a major decision for anyone. You need to respect that. However, that doesn't mean that you can't use techniques to close a sale once you've had a conversation. Politely ask them if they would like to take a test drive. And then when they come back, we can work out the price. Now, these road to the sale reminders are there. Can they be switched? Yes, but it's been around for over 100 years. We still use it, but we skip the steps, which means the customer gets a bad show. Master the basics. Be brilliant at the basics. Customers' only show is what you will give them, and that's all they need. Once again, Brandon Hardison, President Champion Strategies, with our ongoing Hardison's Tip series. And on this beautiful Tuesday, the 9th of February, we want you to go out there and you make it a champion.